Imagine if every day, hidden among your routines, there were invisible time thieves stealthily chipping away at your productivity and potential. It's a troubling thought, isn't it? Yet, that's exactly what certain ingrained habits can do. They silently hold you back from achieving your goals and living your life to the fullest. In this video, we delve into the common but often overlooked habits that are wasting your time and limiting your progress. We'll uncover the subtle yet destructive routines that have become so normalized that you might not even question them. From the endless scroll through social media to the compulsive need to multitask or the trap of perfectionism, these habits can severely stifle your efficiency and creativity. But it's not just about identifying these time thieves, it's about taking actionable steps to reclaim your time and energy. Join us as we explore how to recognize these detrimental habits, understand their impact on your life, and most importantly, learn strategies to break free from them. Subscribe now and start your journey towards a more productive, fulfilling life without the chains of counterproductive routines. Ready to stop wasting time and start making real progress? Let's dive in. Lesson 1: The peril of perpetual distractions. In today's hyper-connected world, distractions are not just minor annoyances, but significant barriers to productivity and focus. Among the most pervasive time-wasting habits are the constant checking of smartphones, social media scrolling, and email monitoring. These activities fragment our attention and create a psychological environment where deep focus becomes nearly impossible, significantly hindering our efficiency and effectiveness. The issue with perpetual distractions is that they condition us to require constant stimulation, lowering our tolerance for sustained, focused effort. Every time we give in to a distraction, we pay a switching cost in our cognitive processing. Research in cognitive psychology suggests that shifting our attention from one task to another can add up to as much as 40% wastage in someone's productive time. Over the course of a day, a week, or a year, these lost seconds and minutes accumulate into a substantial deficit in our potential output. Moreover, the habit of yielding to distractions not only steals time in the moment, but also depletes our mental reserves. We end up feeling mentally fatigued much faster than if we were engaging in a single task for the same amount of time. This fatigue reduces our capacity for creative thinking and problem solving, further diminishing our productivity and the quality of our work. Combating this habit requires intentional action and strategies to shield our focus. One effective method is to designate distraction-free zones or times. This might mean turning off notifications and placing your phone out of sight while working on important tasks, or scheduling specific times in the day dedicated entirely to tasks like checking emails or social media. Another strategy is to use technology mindfully. Tools and apps designed to enhance productivity can help block distracting websites or track your time usage, providing insights into when and where you lose focus. This data can be incredibly useful for adjusting habits and reclaiming wasted time. Furthermore, cultivating an environment conducive to focus is crucial. This might involve organizing your workspace to minimize clutter, which can subtly pull attention away from tasks, or using background noise or music that has been shown to boost concentration. Additionally, building self-awareness about your distraction triggers is essential. Reflecting on and identifying what specific disruptions have the most substantial impact on your productivity allows you to develop personalized strategies to combat them. For instance, if you find that you are most distracted in the mid-afternoon, you might schedule your most demanding tasks for the morning and use the less focused time for routine, less intensive work. In conclusion, by recognizing the substantial cost of perpetual distractions and actively employing strategies to mitigate them, you can significantly enhance your focus and productivity. This not only allows you to achieve more in less time, but also improves the overall quality of your work and satisfaction with your professional and personal achievements. Breaking free from the cycle of distraction is challenging but crucial for anyone looking to maximize their potential and stop wasting their valuable time. Lesson 2. The trap of multitasking. Multitasking, often hailed as a skill for the ultra-productive, is actually one of the most deceptive habits that hinder true productivity and waste valuable time. While the ability to juggle several tasks at once might seem efficient, research consistently shows that multitasking can lead to more mistakes, reduced quality of work, and ultimately prolonged project timelines. This lesson delves into why multitasking is a myth when it comes to effective time management and how focusing on one task at a time can dramatically enhance your efficiency. The primary issue with multitasking is that it splits your attention across multiple tasks, which significantly decreases your ability to perform each task competently. Contrary to popular belief, the human brain is not capable of handling multiple tasks simultaneously with high efficiency. Instead, it switches rapidly between tasks, which not only slows you down, but also increases the likelihood of errors. These constant shifts deplete your mental energy more rapidly, leading to quicker burnout and decreased overall productivity. For example, attempting to write a report while intermittently responding to emails and messages might seem like a time saver, but it disrupts your thought process each time you switch tasks. This disruption is not trivial. It can take over 23 minutes to return to the original task at the same level of focus after an interruption, according to research by Gloria Mark, who studies digital distraction. To escape the multitasking trap, it's essential to cultivate the habit of single tasking or deep work. This approach involves dedicating blocks of time to focus intensely on one task without distractions. By allowing your brain the space to delve deeply into one activity, you enhance both the quality and speed of your work. Tools like the Pomodoro technique, where work is broken down into intervals traditionally 25 minutes in length, separated by short breaks, can help train your brain to focus more effectively during these periods. Moreover, it's crucial to prioritize tasks daily and tackle them one at a time. Start with the most challenging or important tasks when your mental energy is at its peak, typically in the morning for most people, and save less demanding tasks for when your energy dips. This strategic alignment of task difficulty with peak mental alertness can optimize your productivity without the need for multitasking. Creating a distraction-free environment also supports single tasking. This might mean turning off notifications, using apps that block social media during work hours, or setting up a physical workspace that minimizes the potential for interruptions. Communicating your focus times to colleagues and setting boundaries around these periods can further protect your deep work sessions from being disrupted. In conclusion, while multitasking might offer the illusion of productivity, the reality is that it dilutes the quality of your work and extends task completion times. By embracing single tasking and arranging your work environment to support deep focus, you can reclaim your time and complete tasks more efficiently and effectively. This shift not only improves your output but also reduces stress and enhances your overall job satisfaction. Lesson 3. The dangers of overplanning. Overplanning is a habit that can seem productive, but often results in significant time wastage, hindering spontaneity and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. While having a plan is undoubtedly important for achieving goals, excessively detailed planning can trap you in a cycle of preparation that prevents actual progress. This lesson explores the fine line between thorough preparation and overplanning, illustrating how to find a balance that maximizes efficiency without stifling flexibility. The habit of over-planning manifests in an obsession with getting every detail perfect before taking action. This can be seen in scenarios where individuals spend disproportionate amounts of time planning every step of a project, attempting to forecast every possible outcome, or continually adjusting their schedules and strategies without ever moving into the execution phase. The underlying issue here is often a fear of uncertainty or failure, leading to procrastination disguised as planning. For instance, consider a scenario where a marketer spends weeks fine-tuning a campaign strategy without launching it, continually adjusting for potential market changes or competitor actions. While some adjustments are necessary, excessive tweaks can delay the campaign's impact and provide competitors with an opportunity to capitalize on the delay. In this case, overplanning directly conflicts with the goal of timely and effective market entry. To combat overplanning, it's crucial to adopt a principle known as satisficing, a term coined by economist Herbert Simon. Satisficing means opting for a decision that meets acceptable criteria and standards rather than searching for an elusive, perfect option. This approach encourages taking action once a plan meets these basic standards rather than aiming for perfection. Additionally, implementing a time limit on planning stages can prevent overplanning. Setting clear deadlines for when a decision must be made or when to stop planning and start executing helps maintain momentum. This practice is crucial in dynamic environments where conditions change rapidly and opportunities must be seized swiftly. Embracing agile methodologies can also help reduce the inclination to overplan. Agile approaches involve breaking projects into smaller, manageable chunks and adapting plans as work progresses. This iterative process allows for adjustments based on real-time feedback and results, which is far more effective than attempting to predict every variable from the start. Moreover, cultivating a tolerance for ambiguity and uncertainty can alleviate the need for over-planning. This can be achieved through mindset shifts and experiences that reinforce the value of adaptability and learning through doing. Encouraging a culture, whether in a personal or professional context, that views mistakes and unforeseen changes as natural parts of the learning and development process can reduce the perceived need for exhaustive planning. In conclusion, while planning is undoubtedly a valuable aspect of any successful endeavor, overplanning can diminish your effectiveness and waste precious time. By setting practical limits on planning activities, embracing principles of satisficing and agile methodologies, and fostering a tolerance for uncertainty, you can ensure that your planning enhances rather than hinders your ability to achieve your goals. This balanced approach not only saves time, but also boosts productivity and adaptability in an ever-changing world. Lesson 4. The peril of perfectionism. Perfectionism, often disguised as a virtuous trait, is in reality a significant roadblock to efficiency and productivity. This obsessive pursuit of flawlessness can lead to procrastination, missed opportunities, and, ironically, a decrease in the quality of work. This lesson explores how perfectionism not only wastes time, but also hinders personal and professional growth and offers strategies to overcome this potentially paralyzing habit. At its core, perfectionism involves setting unrealistically high standards and placing excessive emphasis on avoiding mistakes. While aiming for high quality is commendable, perfectionism crosses into counterproductivity when the fear of imperfection leads to constant doubt and self-criticism. This can manifest in multiple revisions of work that is already satisfactory, inability to make decisions for fear of choosing wrongly, or delaying the start of projects until conditions are just right. The costs of perfectionism are high. It often leads to significant stress, anxiety, and burnout, as the perfectionist is caught in a never-ending cycle of striving and dissatisfaction. Moreover, in professional contexts, perfectionism can stifle creativity and innovation. When perfectionists fear the risk of failure, they may avoid innovative projects or new responsibilities, limiting both their own and their organization's growth potential. To combat perfectionism, it's important to recognize and adjust your standards to more realistic levels. One effective method is to set clear and attainable goals for each project or task, distinguishing between must-have and nice-to-have criteria. This helps in focusing efforts on what truly matters, without getting bogged down in details that do not significantly impact the overall quality or success of the project. Another strategy is to practice time boxing, where you allocate a fixed amount of time for a task and move on once this time is up. This technique forces a focus on productivity and helps to curb the urge to endlessly polish and refine work. Time boxing encourages the completion of tasks in a satisfactory manner within reasonable time constraints, promoting a more efficient work ethic. Additionally, it's beneficial to cultivate a growth mindset, as described by psychologist Carol Dweck. This mindset emphasizes learning and growth from challenges and mistakes rather than fearing them. By viewing each task as an opportunity to learn rather than a potential threat to one's sense of perfection, individuals can reduce anxiety and increase their willingness to take on new challenges. Furthermore, seeking feedback can also be invaluable. Regular input from peers or supervisors can provide a reality check on one's self-imposed standards. Often, what a perfectionist considers unfinished or inadequate may already be seen as exceptional or more than sufficient by others. In conclusion, while the pursuit of excellence is a worthy goal, perfectionism without bounds is a detriment to effective time management and overall well-being. By setting realistic standards, practicing time management techniques like time boxing, adopting a growth mindset, and seeking external feedback, you can ensure that your pursuit of quality enhances rather than hinders your productivity and success. Letting go of perfectionism not only frees up time, but also opens the door to greater creativity, innovation, and personal satisfaction. Lesson 5. The consequences of neglecting self-care. Neglecting self-care is a common yet often unrecognized habit that significantly impedes personal effectiveness and productivity. In the rush to achieve goals and meet deadlines, many individuals sacrifice their physical and mental well-being, mistakenly believing that forgoing breaks, sleep, and recreation will buy them more time for productivity. However, this neglect can lead to decreased efficiency, lower quality of work, and even serious health consequences, ultimately counteracting the intended goal of increased productivity. Self-care encompasses a range of practices aimed at maintaining and improving health, well-being, and happiness. When neglected, the initial time gains perceived by skipping meals, cutting sleep short, or ignoring stress symptoms are soon lost to decreased cognitive function, impaired judgment, and a decline in physical health. For instance, chronic sleep deprivation, a common issue among high achievers, can impair cognitive abilities as severely as alcohol intoxication, according to research. It diminishes problem-solving skills, slows down reaction times, and leads to poorer decision-making and creativity. Moreover, neglecting emotional self-care, which includes managing stress and maintaining social connections, can lead to burnout. This state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress is increasingly common in competitive professional environments and can devastate one's career and personal life. Burnout not only reduces productivity, but also can make recovering and returning to previous levels of professional engagement challenging. To counteract the habit of neglecting self-care, it is essential to integrate regular healthful practices into daily routines. Prioritizing sufficient sleep, nutrition, physical activity, and relaxation should be viewed not as luxuries, but as critical components of a productive lifestyle. Implementing structured breaks during work, known as the Pomodoro technique, where work is segmented into focused intervals followed by short breaks, can help maintain high levels of performance without leading to burnout. Another effective strategy is to make self-care part of your schedule, just as you would with any important meeting or deadline. Planning and committing to activities that support physical and mental health, such as yoga classes, meditation sessions, or social outings, can ensure they are not overlooked. Tools like calendar apps can be helpful in setting reminders and blocking out time specifically dedicated to these activities. Additionally, fostering a mindset that recognizes the value of self-care is crucial. This involves shifting the perception from seeing self-care as a barrier to productivity to understanding it as a facilitator of sustainable high performance. Educating oneself about the science of stress, the benefits of rest, and the productivity gains from well-being practices can reinforce the importance of self-care. In conclusion, neglecting self-care may seem like a shortcut to more productive hours, but it is a false economy. The reality is that consistent self-care is fundamental to maintaining long-term productivity and success. By recognizing the value of your health and well-being and taking active steps to protect and enhance them, you can ensure that your capacity to achieve and succeed is not just maintained, but optimized. This approach not only leads to a healthier, more satisfying life, but also supports sustained high performance in all your endeavors. Lesson 6. The mismanagement of energy and time. One of the most common yet detrimental habits that impede personal progress is the mismanagement of energy and time. Effective time management isn't just about squeezing as many tasks as possible into your day. It's about strategically planning and executing your tasks based on your natural energy fluctuations throughout the day. This lesson explores the importance of syncing tasks with your energy levels to enhance productivity and minimize time wastage. Energy mismanagement often occurs when individuals attempt to battle through work during periods of low energy. For example, if you're a morning person, scheduling demanding high-concentration tasks in the afternoon when your energy dips is counterproductive. Conversely, if your energy peaks in the late afternoon or evening, it's wasteful to force high-demand tasks in the early morning. This mismatch between energy levels and task demands can lead to prolonged task completion times, increased errors, and unnecessary fatigue. The first step in avoiding this pitfall is to gain a clear understanding of your own biological clock, a concept known as your chronotype. Are you a lark who functions best in the morning, or an owl who comes alive in the evening? Observing and noting your energy patterns over a period can provide valuable insights. Once you've identified your peak periods, align your most challenging tasks with these times. Lighter administrative tasks that require less cognitive effort can be scheduled during your off-peak hours. Another key aspect of managing energy effectively is recognizing the need for regular breaks. The human brain can only focus effectively for about 90 minutes at a time before needing a break. Leveraging this natural rhythm by taking short breaks between intensive work sessions can significantly boost your concentration and productivity levels when you return to your tasks. Techniques like the Pomodoro technique, which involves working in 25-minute sprints followed by 5-minute breaks, can also be adapted to match longer cycles of focus if that suits your personal rhythm better. Furthermore, energy management is not just about daily fluctuations, but also understanding and planning for your energy levels throughout the week. Monday might be your powerhouse day, where you tackle the biggest challenges of the week, while Fridays could be reserved for planning and lighter tasks. Weekly planning that considers energy levels can lead to better workload distribution and prevent burnout. In addition to aligning tasks with energy levels, effective energy management involves maintaining your overall energy through proper nutrition, exercise, and sleep. Neglecting these aspects of health can lead to reduced stamina and focus, impacting your ability to make the most of your high-energy periods. In conclusion, better management of your energy and time doesn't necessarily mean doing more. It means doing what's right in alignment with your body's natural tendencies and maintaining overall health to support your productivity. By understanding and respecting your unique energy patterns and planning your tasks accordingly, you can maximize efficiency, enhance job performance, and achieve better work-life balance. This strategic approach to managing energy and time ensures that you not only keep up with your responsibilities, but excel at them without wasting time or burning out. Lesson 7. The drawback of overcommitment. Overcommitment is a common trap that many fall into, driven by the desire to meet expectations, seize every opportunity, or simply from a fear of missing out. While being active and engaged can lead to a fulfilling life, spreading yourself too thin dilutes your efforts, reduces the quality of your output, and inevitably leads to time wastage and burnout. This lesson explores the detrimental effects of overcommitment on time management and personal efficiency and offers strategies for achieving a balanced commitment load. The primary issue with overcommitment is that it often leads to a cluttered schedule, leaving insufficient time for each task to be done well. When you accept too many responsibilities, whether in professional settings, social engagements, or extracurricular activities, the time required to switch between these tasks can result in a phenomenon known as context switching. Each switch may waste valuable time and mental energy, reducing your overall effectiveness and leading to half-finished projects and unmet deadlines. Moreover, overcommitment can strain not just your time, but also your mental and emotional reserves. The constant pressure to perform across multiple arenas can lead to stress and anxiety, which are counterproductive and can hinder your ability to think clearly and creatively. The stress associated with juggling multiple commitments can also lead to health issues, which further decreases your productivity and may force you to take time off, ironically undoing the very reason for overcommitting. To counteract the pitfalls of overcommitment, it's essential to prioritize and set clear boundaries. Start by evaluating all current commitments. Which of these are aligned with your most important personal and professional goals? Are there commitments that you've outgrown or that no longer serve a purpose? Being selective about what you commit to allows you to dedicate more time and energy to the tasks that truly matter and are most impactful. Another effective strategy is learning to say no. This can be challenging, especially when opportunities are appealing or when there's external pressure to take on more tasks. However, declining respectfully and assertively when necessary can save you from future stress and overextension. It's important to assess the value and feasibility of a new commitment before agreeing to it. Additionally, delegation is a crucial skill in managing overcommitment. By trusting others to take over certain responsibilities, you can focus more on tasks that require your specific skills or that are of higher priority. Delegation not only helps manage your workload, but also builds teamwork and develops others' capabilities. Implementing tools and systems to organize and remind you of your commitments can also help manage your schedule more efficiently. Whether it's a digital calendar, project management software, or a simple to-do list, find tools that help you visualize and keep track of your obligations and deadlines. In conclusion, while being active and involved has its benefits, overcommitment can lead to significant drawbacks in terms of personal well-being and time management. By understanding your limits, prioritizing effectively, learning to say no, and utilizing delegation and organizational tools, you can avoid the trap of overcommitment. This not only preserves your time and energy, but also enhances the quality of your work and life, leading to greater satisfaction and achievement. Lesson 8. The habit of procrastination. Procrastination is often dismissed as mere laziness, but in reality, it's a complex behavioral issue that can significantly hinder personal and professional development. This habit involves delaying necessary actions, often irrationally, despite knowing there will be negative consequences. The time wasted by procrastination can accumulate, leading to last-minute rushes, increased stress, lower quality work, and missed opportunities. This lesson explores why we procrastinate and offers practical strategies to overcome this detrimental habit. The roots of procrastination are varied and can include fear of failure, a desire for perfection, aversion to the task, or simply a lack of motivation. When you procrastinate, the immediate relief of avoiding an unpleasant task is often overshadowed by the long-term stress and panic of impending deadlines. This cycle not only wastes time, but can also lead to a chronic state of stress and dissatisfaction with one's productivity and output. One effective way to combat procrastination is through the 5-minute rule. This involves committing to work on a task for just 5 minutes, with the understanding that you can stop after 5 minutes if you choose. Often, this is enough to overcome the initial resistance, and once the task has begun, continuing becomes significantly easier. Setting clear, achievable goals is another crucial strategy against procrastination. When tasks are vague or seem insurmountable, it's easy to put them off. By breaking larger projects into small, manageable steps, each with a specific timeline, the work becomes less daunting. This not only facilitates starting, but also provides a clear roadmap to completion. Creating an environment conducive to productivity can also help reduce procrastination. This might involve organizing your workspace to minimize distractions, using apps to block time-wasting websites during work hours, or establishing a routine that includes dedicated work periods. Furthermore, understanding your personal productivity rhythms, identifying times of day when you are most alert and focused, can help you schedule tasks during these peak times, making you less likely to procrastinate. Accountability is a powerful tool in combating procrastination. This can come from external sources, such as a colleague or a coach, or through self-imposed systems such as public commitments or rewards for meeting deadlines. When others are aware of your goals and timelines, or when you have a personal stake in the timely completion of tasks, the external pressure can motivate action. Lastly, addressing the underlying emotional and cognitive reasons for procrastination is essential. This may involve confronting fears of failure, adjusting unrealistic standards of perfection, or finding ways to make unpleasant tasks more enjoyable. Understanding and managing these deeper psychological factors can lead to long-term solutions to procrastination. In conclusion, while procrastination is a common issue that can lead to significant time wastage, it is not insurmountable. By implementing practical strategies such as the 5-minute rule, setting clear goals, optimizing your environment, creating accountability, and addressing underlying psychological factors, you can overcome procrastination. This not only enhances productivity and efficiency, but also improves overall well-being and satisfaction with your personal and professional progress. Lesson 8. The habit of procrastination. Procrastination is often dismissed as mere laziness, but in reality, it's a complex behavioral issue that can significantly hinder personal and professional development. This habit involves delaying necessary actions, often irrationally, despite knowing there will be negative consequences. The time wasted by procrastination can accumulate, leading to last-minute rushes, increased stress, lower quality work, and missed opportunities. This lesson explores why we procrastinate and offers practical strategies to overcome this detrimental habit. The roots of procrastination are varied and can include fear of failure, a desire for perfection, aversion to the task, or simply a lack of motivation. When you procrastinate, the immediate relief of avoiding an unpleasant task is often overshadowed by the long-term stress and panic of impending deadlines. This cycle not only wastes time, but can also lead to a chronic state of stress and dissatisfaction with one's productivity and output. One effective way to combat procrastination is through the 5-minute rule. This involves committing to work on a task for just 5 minutes, with the understanding that you can stop after 5 minutes if you choose. Often, this is enough to overcome the initial resistance, and once the task has begun, continuing becomes significantly easier. Setting clear, achievable goals is another crucial strategy against procrastination. When tasks are vague or seem insurmountable, it's easy to put them off. By breaking larger projects into small, manageable steps, each with a specific timeline, the work becomes less daunting. This not only facilitates starting, but also provides a clear roadmap to completion. Creating an environment conducive to productivity can also help reduce procrastination. This might involve organizing your workspace to minimize distractions, using apps to block time-wasting websites during work hours, or establishing a routine that includes dedicated work periods. Furthermore, understanding your personal productivity rhythms, identifying times of day when you are most alert and focused, can help you schedule tasks during these peak times, making you less likely to procrastinate. Accountability is a powerful tool in combating procrastination. This can come from external sources, such as a colleague or a coach, or through self-imposed systems such as public commitments or rewards for meeting deadlines. When others are aware of your goals and timelines, or when you have a personal stake in the timely completion of tasks, the external pressure can motivate action. Lastly, addressing the underlying emotional and cognitive reasons for procrastination is essential. This may involve confronting fears of failure, adjusting unrealistic standards of perfection, or finding ways to make unpleasant tasks more enjoyable. Understanding and managing these deeper psychological factors can lead to long-term solutions to procrastination. In conclusion, while procrastination is a common issue that can lead to significant time wastage, it is not insurmountable. By implementing practical strategies such as the 5-minute rule, setting clear goals, optimizing your environment, creating accountability, and addressing underlying psychological factors, you can overcome procrastination. This not only enhances productivity and efficiency, but also improves overall well-being and satisfaction with your personal and professional progress. Lesson 9. The downside of not setting priorities. A major time-wasting habit that holds many back from achieving their potential is the failure to set clear priorities. Without prioritization, you can easily find yourself busy yet unproductive, caught up in numerous tasks that have little impact on your overall goals. This lesson delves into the importance of understanding and applying the art of prioritization to ensure that your actions are aligned with your most significant objectives, thereby maximizing your productivity and effectiveness. When priorities are not clearly defined, it's common to react to whatever tasks present themselves rather than proactively focusing on activities that advance your goals. This reactive approach can lead to a misallocation of time and resources as less important, but perhaps more urgent tasks take precedence over more impactful ones. The end result is a feeling of having been busy all day without having much to show for it, often referred to as spinning your wheels. The Eisenhower Matrix, developed by former US President Dwight D. Eisenhower, is a useful tool for setting priorities. It divides tasks into 4 categories based on their urgency and importance: tasks that are important and urgent, tasks that are important but not urgent, tasks that are not important but urgent, and tasks that are neither important nor urgent. Focusing on tasks that are important, whether they are urgent or not, ensures that your efforts are expended in a manner that contributes meaningfully to your long-term objectives. Moreover, prioritization also involves learning to say no to tasks that do not align with your goals. This can be challenging, particularly in environments where there is pressure to take on multiple responsibilities or to please others. However, the ability to decline tasks that do not contribute to your objectives is crucial for maintaining focus and managing your time effectively. To enhance your ability to prioritize effectively, begin by clearly defining your short-term and long-term goals. Understanding what you truly need to achieve provides a benchmark against which to measure the importance of various tasks. Regularly review and adjust your priorities to reflect any changes in your goals or circumstances, ensuring that your focus remains sharp and relevant. Implementing daily or weekly planning sessions can also aid in maintaining clarity about your priorities. During these sessions, identify the tasks that will have the greatest impact on your goals and allocate your time accordingly. Using tools such as digital calendars or planners can help keep these priorities visible and top of mind throughout your day. Additionally, cultivating an environment that supports your prioritization efforts is important. This might involve setting boundaries with colleagues and family members, or arranging your workspace to minimize distractions that could pull you away from high-priority tasks. In conclusion, effectively setting and adhering to priorities is essential for avoiding the trap of unproductive busyness. By understanding the significance of each task in relation to your goals, learning to say no when necessary, and using tools to help maintain focus, you can ensure that your time and effort are invested in pursuits that are truly valuable. This strategic approach not only enhances your productivity, but also brings you closer to achieving your personal and professional aspirations. Lesson 10. The pitfall of avoiding difficult tasks. One of the more insidious, time-wasting habits is the tendency to avoid difficult tasks. This avoidance often stems from a fear of failure, discomfort with the task's complexity, or simply not wanting to engage with something perceived as unpleasant. However, consistently putting off challenging tasks can lead to significant bottlenecks in both personal and professional progress, creating stress, reducing productivity, and potentially impacting the quality of the final output. The avoidance of difficult tasks is frequently rationalized by busying oneself with less important, easier tasks. This creates a false sense of productivity, being busy but not necessarily effective. The more challenging tasks are often the ones that can lead to significant breakthroughs or progress in your goals. By not addressing these head-on, you miss out on opportunities for growth and achievement. A useful strategy to combat this habit is to apply the Eat That Frog technique, popularized by productivity expert Brian Tracy. This method involves starting your day with the most challenging task on your to-do list, the one you are most likely to procrastinate on, but also likely has the most significant positive impact on your life. Tackling this task first not only gets it out of the way, but also provides a powerful boost to your confidence and sets a productive tone for the rest of the day. Breaking down complex tasks into smaller, more manageable components can also alleviate the intimidation factor that often leads to procrastination. This approach allows you to focus on one small part of the task at a time, making it less daunting and more approachable. As you complete each component, your sense of accomplishment grows, motivating you to continue with the task. Moreover, setting clear deadlines for these challenging tasks can help enforce discipline and focus. When a deadline is looming, it becomes harder to justify avoidance. If self-imposed deadlines are ineffective, seeking external accountability can reinforce commitment. Sharing your deadlines with a colleague, manager, or mentor can increase your sense of responsibility to meet those timelines. Additionally, understanding the root of your avoidance can provide insights into how to better handle difficult tasks. If fear of failure is your primary deterrent, reframing failures as learning opportunities can lessen the fear and encourage a more open and experimental approach. If complexity is the issue, investing time in learning and skills development can increase your competence and confidence in handling similar tasks in the future. In conclusion, while avoiding difficult tasks might seem to make your day easier in the short term, it ultimately wastes time and hinders progress. By applying techniques like eat that frog, breaking tasks down into manageable steps, setting strict deadlines, and seeking external accountability, you can tackle these challenges head-on. Doing so not only enhances your productivity, but also contributes significantly to personal and professional growth, turning what was once daunting into a pathway for success. Lesson 11. The inefficiency of ineffective communication. Ineffective communication is a pervasive issue that can drain hours from your week, clouding clarity and slowing progress across both personal and professional landscapes. Misunderstandings, assumptions, incomplete information, and poor presentation can lead to mistakes, conflicts, and the need to redo tasks, each of which are significant time wasters. This lesson examines the costs of ineffective communication and outlines strategies for enhancing your communication skills to save time and improve outcomes. At the core, ineffective communication often results from a lack of clear articulation of thoughts and expectations. For instance, a manager who gives vague instructions can lead to team members wasting time on incorrect tasks or needing constant clarification. Similarly, failure to listen effectively can result in missing critical information, which later requires backtracking and additional effort to correct misunderstandings. One powerful technique to combat ineffective communication is the practice of active listening. This involves fully concentrating on the speaker, understanding their message, responding thoughtfully, and remembering the discussion. Active listening can prevent misunderstandings and reduce the time spent on correcting errors or clarifying details later. It fosters better relationships and more effective teamwork, where tasks are understood and completed correctly the first time. Additionally, improving how you convey information is equally important. This includes being concise and clear in your speech or writing, using simple language, and confirming understanding through feedback loops. For example, after explaining a task, asking team members to summarize their understanding can ensure alignment and prevent future missteps. Visual aids in presentations, well-structured emails with bullet points, and direct communication channels like face-to-face meetings or video calls can also enhance clarity and efficiency. Another aspect of effective communication involves being mindful of emotional intelligence. This means being aware of the tone, timing, and delivery of your messages, adapting your communication style to your audience, and managing emotions during discussions. For instance, delivering constructive feedback in a supportive and calm manner is more likely to be well received and acted upon than when delivered in a critical or confrontational way. Furthermore, regular training and development in communication skills can be invaluable. Workshops on public speaking, writing, negotiation, and conflict resolution can build a toolkit of strategies that enhance your ability to communicate effectively. These skills not only save time by preventing problems, but also build a more collaborative and innovative working environment. In conclusion, the impact of ineffective communication on time management can be profound. By fostering skills in active listening, clear articulation, emotional intelligence, and continuous learning in communication strategies, you can avoid the pitfalls of misunderstandings and inefficiencies. Effective communication is a fundamental skill that, when honed, not only saves time, but also significantly contributes to personal and professional success. Lesson 12: the cost of rigid routine. Adhering too strictly to a routine can be a significant time waster, particularly when it prevents adaptation to changing circumstances or opportunities. While routines are valuable for establishing efficiency and reducing decision fatigue, an overly rigid adherence to them can limit responsiveness and creativity, ultimately hindering progress and growth. This lesson explores the downside of a fixed routine and offers strategies for maintaining flexibility within a structured day to maximize productivity and seize unexpected opportunities. A routine is meant to streamline processes, reduce unnecessary decision-making, and set a rhythm that enhances productivity. However, when routines become too inflexible, they can create a barrier to adapting swiftly to new information or opportunities. For example, if a business owner sticks rigidly to a set marketing strategy and ignores shifts in consumer behavior or technological advancements, they may miss out on more effective approaches that could save time and increase returns. The key to leveraging the benefits of routine while avoiding its pitfalls is to cultivate a balance between consistency and flexibility. This starts with the recognition that not all tasks require the same level of routine and that some areas of work benefit from more spontaneous and dynamic approaches. Allowing room for adjustment and innovation in your day can lead to more effective problem-solving and higher overall productivity. One effective method to enhance flexibility within your routine is to schedule blocks of open time in your calendar. These are periods reserved for unplanned tasks, creative thinking, or adapting to any changes that might arise during the day. This not only provides a buffer that can absorb any overspill or unexpected demands, but also reduces the stress of having an overly packed schedule. Another strategy is to regularly review and adjust your routines. This could be a monthly or quarterly review where you assess the effectiveness of your current routines and make adjustments based on what's working or not. This practice ensures that your routines remain aligned with your goals and can evolve as needed, rather than becoming outdated and counterproductive. Incorporating technology can also help in maintaining flexible routines. Tools and apps that streamline scheduling, task management, and communication can help you adjust your plans quickly and efficiently. For example, using a digital calendar that can be easily modified and shared with your team allows for smoother coordination and quicker adjustments. Additionally, fostering a mindset that values adaptability as much as efficiency is crucial. This involves being open to change and ready to question whether the current way of doing things is still the most effective. Encouraging this mindset within teams and organizations can lead to a culture where continuous improvement is the norm and rigid adherence to outdated practices is challenged. In conclusion, while routines are foundational to good time management, their value diminishes when they become too rigid. By integrating flexibility into your daily and weekly plans, regularly reviewing and adjusting your routines, leveraging technology, and cultivating an adaptable mindset, you can ensure that your routines serve your goals effectively, adapting as those goals evolve and as new opportunities arise. This balanced approach allows you to enjoy the benefits of a structured day without missing out on the growth that flexibility can bring. As we conclude our exploration of common habits that hold us back, it's essential to recognize that identifying and changing these behaviors is a powerful step towards unlocking our full potential. We've delved into a variety of time-wasting habits, from procrastination and multitasking to the mismanagement of energy and the rigidity of routines. Each lesson has equipped us with strategies not only to identify these inefficiencies, but also to transform them into practices that enhance our productivity and effectiveness. Remember, the journey to personal and professional growth is ongoing and dynamic. It requires a continuous commitment to self-reflection and adaptation. The insights we've shared aim to empower you to make informed decisions about how you manage your time, energy, and focus daily. By understanding the underlying causes of these common pitfalls, you can begin to make meaningful changes that will significantly impact your life's quality and output. Take a moment to reflect on the habits we've discussed. Which ones resonated most with you? Are there particular areas where you feel ready to make a change? Commit to taking actionable steps, whether it's re-evaluating your commitments, adjusting your daily routines, enhancing your communication skills, or setting more realistic priorities. Small, consistent actions can lead to substantial improvements over time. As you implement these changes, be patient with yourself. Habits are ingrained behaviors that require time and persistence to modify. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and understand that setbacks are part of the learning curve. They provide valuable lessons that, if heeded, will further your growth. We encourage you to share your experiences and insights with others. Discussing your journey can provide additional motivation and perhaps inspire others to re-evaluate their own habits. Together, we can build supportive communities that foster not just individual success, but collective growth. Thank you for joining us in this comprehensive exploration of productivity and time management. Don't forget to subscribe and share this series with others who might benefit from these insights. By broadening the conversation around efficient habits and mindful productivity, we can all contribute to a more proactive and fulfilling approach to work and life. Stay tuned for more content that will help you navigate the complexities of personal and professional development. Here's to taking control of our time and making every moment count toward a more productive and satisfying future.